Yo, 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 what's happening? What's happening? So, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can launch your very own legitimate, safe, online digital business, e-commerce business, and how you can earn 600, 900, and $1,400 commissions. Of course, disclaimer, results aren't typical. Everything is based on your effort, so don't be typical. Okay. So, if you're new here, my name is Dan. I'm from Michigan and I'm a former Marine and I'm a former monk. And now I just help people make money online, basically. I help people make money online so they can live a life of freedom. Do you want to live a life of freedom or what? Like, seriously. Because I found a business that shows you how to make 600, 900, and $1,400 commissions, and you get to keep 100% of the profit. Okay. See, there's basically two ways to make money, right? One way to make money is you can get a job, which means you're an employee, which means you're working for other people, which means you're making other people rich. There's no freedom there. Like if you're forced to work a job, that's not freedom. Okay. There's no freedom at a job, right? Because you have to work. Like, and you're only making money if you're clocked in. Okay. That's how jobs work. Like jobs work. Like the only way you're going to make money at your job is if you're clocked in. Okay. That's not freedom. Now, that's one way to make money by having a job, being an employee. Now, the second way to make money is being an entrepreneur, which means you're a business owner. Okay. So you can work around your schedule. You can work whenever you want to work. And then you have automated systems in place doing the work for you so you can make money while you're sleeping or doing the things that you love. So those are the two ways to make money. One is you can be an employee, which means you work for other people, you make other people rich, you have a job. And the second way is you become an entrepreneur like myself, you become a business owner and you build your own business and you make yourself rich. That's the two ways to make money. Now you can have a job and you can build your business around your schedule, and then once you make enough money with your business, then you can quit your job. That makes sense. Like that's a good plan. That's what you should probably do if you want to live a life of freedom, right? If you want to live your best life. Now, not everybody wants to live a life of freedom because not everybody's willing to put in the work. Like if you're not willing to put in the work, then that just means you don't really want to live a life of freedom. You just don't want it bad enough. Because if you don't want something bad enough, you're not going to put in the work. Okay, you're going to make excuses. You're going to say I don't have time, I don't have money. You're going to make all these excuses, but excuses don't pay the bills, my friends. Taking action, learning new skills. Like if you want to make more money, you've got to upgrade your skill set and you've got to upgrade your mindset. That's the only way you're going to make more money. You're not going to make more money staying where you are, stuck in the same place. You're not going to make money with the same mindset and the same skill set. That's never going to happen. You have to upgrade your skill set. You have to upgrade your mindset. So I'm showing you guys how to make 600, 900, and $1,400 commissions. Okay. This is a done for you digital business in a box. You only have to set it up one time, right? And then you can earn 600, 900, and $1,400 commissions, and you get to keep 100% of the profit, right? I've had $600 days. I've had $900 days. I've had $1,400 days. I've had $1,800 days. How's that possible? Because I set up a business. I set up a business one time. Okay. You only got to set up this business once, and then it's out there working for you 24/7. It takes like 2 days to set up. You only need about 2 days and you can get this business set up. You get your own digital business in a box. So what are you selling? It's a business, right? Businesses sell things. What are you selling? Digital products in the e-learning industry. Okay. Now these digital products, these programs, they teach you how to they teach you how to build an online business. They teach you digital marketing, and they teach you how to create like multiple streams of income in a variety of ways. That's what these programs teach. So not only can you learn from these programs, but you can resell them and you get to keep 100% of the profit. Now, it makes sense to learn about how to build an online business if you don't know how to build an online business. Okay. It makes sense to learn how to do digital marketing if you don't know how to do digital marketing, right? It makes sense to learn how to build multiple streams of income if you don't know how to build multiple streams of income. Just makes sense, guys. So that's why, it's good to learn from these programs, because if you don't know how to build an online business, you should learn from the program. If you don't know how to do digital marketing, you should learn from the program. If you don't know how to build multiple streams of income, you should probably learn from the program. Just saying. Okay. Just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. There's a link in my bio. Check this business out. See, this is how an online business works, guys. Every single business on the planet works like this. Every single online business, right? You need some kind of product. You need some kind of opportunity. You need some kind of service. Now we give you the products, okay? And our top product sells for $1,400. So you can earn $1,400 commissions. and you get to keep 100% of the profits, because this is not MLM. This is not affiliate marketing, which means you don't earn tiny commissions and you don't have to split your commissions with anybody else. Okay. If you're doing multi-level marketing, if you're doing affiliate marketing, you don't earn 100% profit. Okay. We do. That's the difference. This is master resale rights. So we earn 100% profit here. So every time someone goes to your website and they purchase one of the products, like the 600, the 900, the $1,400 product, you get to keep all of the commissions. Okay. Now you can do multi-level marketing, but you're not going to keep all the commissions. You can do affiliate marketing, but you're not going to keep all the commissions. Step number two, you got to automate your business, right? So we give you a pre-built, done for you automated system, and you can set up this business in like 2 days. Okay. So what happens is, like, if you go to my website, you can see how it works. Go to sevenfiguremonk.com. It'll take you here. This is called a capture page. Okay. So what's happening is you're building your email list, right? You're doing email marketing. So you're building your email list. People go, after they put their email in, they're going to go here. They're going to watch a video. Okay. Now the video is doing the selling for you. And then they're going to get emails sent out to them every single day. So these emails are following up with your leads for you. A lead is a potential customer. Okay. So we give you 30 emails, which is more than enough to sell the products. Like, if someone's not going to buy after like 30 emails, they're probably not going to buy. Even though sometimes people buy months, even years later, it happens. Okay. And then it goes here to the website. Okay. So it goes capture page, video, emails, website. And then they go to your website and they buy stuff. Right. That's how it works. That's how a sales funnel works. And we give you this sales funnel. It looks just like this. I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Looks just like this. See, we give you this sales funnel. Okay. Now we give you these templates, right? Like, you're not going to use my picture. You're going to use your picture or whatever else you want to use. So you have this template. Okay. This is called a capture page. Okay. So what happens, people go here, they put their email in. You're building your email list. And then once they put their email in, they're going to go through and they're going to watch one of these videos. Okay. There's 2 videos that they watch. So they watch this video. This video is doing the selling for you. And then we send out another video, and this is the website. Where's the other video? Yeah, we send out another video inside of people's, emails. Okay. So these 2 videos are doing the selling for you. And then it takes people to your website, which looks like this. Okay. This is what the website looks like. And they can buy one of these products. They can buy the 100, the 300, the 600, or the 900, or the 1400. We have 5 different products. Okay. Programs. So they can purchase any one of them. And there's also installment plans for you or your customers, right? And then they go here. There's all these payment buttons on the website, for example, right? They go here and they check out. And then as soon as they purchase a product, you get paid instantly 100% profit. Like, see, this is not affiliate marketing. This is not network marketing. So you don't have to wait for the company to pay you, because you're just attaching your payment processor to your website, and then you get paid directly. So every time they purchase a product, you get paid directly, and you can make $100, $300, $600, $900, or $1,400 per sale, and you keep 100% of the profit. Now I've earned at every level. I've had 100 sale. I've had 100, 300, 600. I've had 900. I've had a $1,400 sale. I've had 2 $1,400 sales so far. And we launched the $1,400 product like a month ago. And I've had 3 $1,400 sales so far. And one of those $1,400 sales, I woke up to that. Okay. I was sleeping. I woke up and I looked at my phone and it said $1,400. Congratulations. You made a sale, $1,400. Okay. So imagine waking up to, $600, $900, and $1,400 sales. That's what you can do here. Right. That's what you can do here. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. There's a link in the bio. Check it out. Check it out. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're new here, my name is Dan. I'm a former Marine, Semper Fi, and I'm a former monk. Okay. And now I just help people make money online, basically. Right. I help everyday men and women make 7 figures online without having to work a job. Now you might think 7 figures, that sounds crazy. Well, here's the thing. If you can conceive it, if you can see yourself doing it and you can believe it, then you can achieve it. But if you can't conceive it and you don't believe it, then you can't achieve it, my friends. It's all in your head. Most of this stuff is in your head, guys. What is this? Okay, that's cool, super producer. Thanks for sharing. Okay. See, guys, that's from Think and Grow Rich. It's true. It's a fact. If you can conceive it and you can believe it, then you can achieve it. But if you don't believe it, how are you going to achieve it? Like, if you don't believe you can make $1,400 or more in a day, then you'll never even start the business. you'll never even start it because you don't believe it's possible. Why would you start something? Why would you start a business if you don't believe you can do it? Like, why would you do that? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. That's the thing. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't start. You would make some excuse. You would say, like, I don't know how. I don't have any money. I don't have time. You'll just make some excuse, right? Because you just don't believe you can do it. That's all. Like I believed I could do it. That's why I started the business, and I've done it. I've had $600 days. I've had $900 days. I've had $1,400 days, just because I believe that I can do it. You just got to believe that you can figure it out. So all you got to do is get started and set up your business one time. It's a one-time setup. And then after your business is set up, you plug into our community. We have a community. There's 57,000 people. You get daily millionaire mentoring. Okay. You get weekly interactive mentoring from 6 and 7-figure incrementers. So you get mentoring inside of our community. So we teach you how to do it. So some people are like, I don't know how to do it. Well, we show you how to do it. Okay. And then you just got to follow this 2-hour workday. So every single day, all you got to do is post like 3 pieces of content every day to social media. Okay. Like you can start a brand new like business account on TikTok. It'll take you like 20 minutes to set up your brand new account. And then you just start posting content. And you can start it. So you don't need a following because you can just start a brand new account from scratch. Right. You don't have to use your personal page. You can use your personal page to do whatever you like to do. But on your business page, you're just promoting your business. Okay. You can use your personal page if you want. But if you don't want to, you can just start a brand new business account, whatever platform you want to use. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter. YouTube. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok right now. Okay. You start a brand new account and you start posting 3 pieces of content a day. Right? You just got to use your phone. Really simple. So like one of those videos, like mostly we do short form videos, short form videos mostly. So like one piece of content could be like a 7-second video where you're just like filming yourself. Like I like to just walk around my neighborhood and I just make these little 7-second clips while I'm just walking around my neighborhood. And then I put words on the screen, okay, about the business. I put words on the screen, right? And I use ChatGPT and I tell ChatGPT to create the words for me. So ChatGPT creates the words for me most of the time. And then I'll edit it if I feel like it. And then I just copy it and I paste it and I just put the words on the screen. I throw a little bit of music up there, like some trending audio. That's one video, guys. That's really easy to do. It takes 5 to 10 minutes, 7-second video. You can just make these little 7-second clips of you doing anything, walking, whatever. It doesn't even matter what you're doing, really. But you can be like creative and do funny things or fun things, whatever you want to do. Right? 7-second videos. They work. They work well. And then the second video that you can do is like a talking video where you're just like talking for like 30 seconds to a minute. What are you talking about? Well, we teach you how to share your story. So sometimes you can share your story. Like, why did you start this business? Why did you start your business? Like I started my business because my company cut my pay in half. That's why I started my business. My company cut my pay in half. And I was just pretty much sick of jobs. Like why would I want to get another job? Like after my company cut my pay in half, why the hell would I want to get another job? I don't. I never want to work another job in my life. So I decided like I don't want to be dependent on somebody else for my income. Okay. I want to be like financially independent. So that's why I started my business. Okay. I started my business. And then since I started my business, I've gone on to make multiple 5 figures and I've learned high income skills like, email marketing, attraction marketing, business automation, things like this. So you just one piece of content, you're just sharing your story, and then you're talking about like the problem that you experienced, and then you're giving people the solution. Okay, the problem was like my pay got cut. Your problem is whatever your problem is. Maybe your pay got cut. Maybe you're sick of your job. Maybe you want to spend more time with your family. Whatever the reason is for you starting your business, you talk about that. That's the problem. And then the solution is this business. It's this blueprint that shows you how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions around your schedule. That's the solution. Okay. And if you don't have any results, you just talk about what you're learning, or you can just share the results from our community because we have this win section where people post the results, right? Like I'll show you, for example. You don't need results, but I'll show you. You could just be like, I started this business because my pay got cut, and now I'm learning how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions around my schedule. See, you're just telling I'm learning how to do this. Like you don't have to talk about your results. It's not even necessary. You can make billions of dollars and never even have to mention that the fact that you made $1 billion. It's like not necessary to do. You can, I do sometimes, but so look at this. Let me go into the wins. Let me go into our community and I'll show you proof that people are making money in real time. I'll just go to here. We have this section called the wins, and here we go. Here's one. Here's $100 on my way to the hospital. Right, here's a win. Here's a proof. This is just posted recently. $100 because we have 5 products. Right, our lowest product is up 100, and our top product is 1400. Okay, so $100 while on my way to my hospital. So you can create a piece of content like, hey, shout out to Yolanda, whatever. Like shout out to her. She just made $100 on the way to the hospital because she's following our blueprint, and we teach you how to make 100, 300, $1,400 commissions. So shout out to her. If you want to learn more about what we're doing here, comment yes, and I'll share the blueprint details with you. So easy, guys. Like so easy. That's a piece of content. I could do that over and over again, right? I don't know why I haven't been posting wins lately in my videos, but I should, because people like to see proof, right? People like to see proof, right? You want to see proof. Like if I tell you if I tell you you can make $1,400 commissions, you're gonna be like, prove it, man, prove it, right? People like to see proof. Yeah, princess. Okay. So you can show them the proof from inside the community. Here's another one. She made $600. My first win, my first $600 transaction. Okay, so she made her first sale for 600. Let's find another one because we have many of them, guys. Like we got 30 posts per page, and we have 30,000 pages of wins. Do the math on that. 30 times 30,000. What is that? Like a lot. What is that? Like 900,000, I think, if my math is correct. I suck at math, so I suck. I always sucked at. I'm good at basic math, but like the big numbers and algebra, yeah, I'm out on that. Okay, look, $900 sale, $900 sale. Okay, see, she said $900 sale on the most unproductive day. Even on the most challenging and unproductive days, we win thanks to this business. See, that's another piece of content, guys. Shout out to Lulama. She made $900 while she had an unproductive day, but because she's following our blueprint. You tell them how she's doing it because she's following our blueprint. Like we teach you how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions with a 2-hour workday. So you just got to get started, set up this business, and then follow this 2-hour workday. You just got to post content on social media. You can go live. You're doing attraction marketing. You're building your email list, and then the automations do everything else for you. So you can make money while you're sleeping or doing the things you love. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, and you want to learn more about how we do this, then just comment ready, and I'll send you the details. I can do this all day, guys. I can do this all day because I've been doing it for a year. And that piece of content, guys, I mean, I guarantee you somebody would ask me for information if I kept doing that every day, just sharing the wins. People would ask me for information. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you like to learn how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions? What's up, Kaylin? What's going on? So just go to my website, guys, 7figuremonk.com. There's a link in my bio. Why 7-figure monk? Because I used to be a monk. I was a monk. Okay. And now I help everyday men and women make 7 figures online without having to work a job. Right. Like, do you want to work a job, guys? Like, honestly, like if God was if God was watching you right now and I asked you, like, do you want to work a job? What would you say? Like, would you say yes? Because God's watching you right now. He's watching. I don't want to work a job. I think jobs suck. I don't like the reason I don't like jobs is not because I'm lazy. I'm working right now, guys. This is work. I'm taking action. I'm doing something. I don't like to work jobs because I don't like to be overworked and underpaid. Okay. Simple as that. Right. I feel like I'm worth more. Right. I don't want to be overworked and underpaid. I don't want to be bossed around. I don't want to be told what to do by anybody. I don't want anybody telling me what to do. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't like being bossed around. I don't want someone like tell me to shave my face. I'm a freaking adult. I don't need someone to tell me to shave my face. I don't need somebody to tell me to when I can go to the bathroom, when I can go on vacation, how much I'm worth, how much I deserve to be paid. I don't want that. Now, if you want that, carry on, my friends. Carry on. Go get 10 jobs. Be my guest. But if you don't want that, princess, just go here, 7figuremonk.com. 7figuremonk.com. What is this? Hold on. Just got to do a little housekeeping. Got to do a little housekeeping. Yep. Okay. Yeah, let's go to sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. Just check out the business, right? There's a link in the bio. No pressure, man. Like you can do it, or you cannot do it. I don't care. It's your choice. I mean, I think you should, but it's your choice. You can just go there, just put your email in, you know, put your email in. I'm going to send you the blueprint. I'm going to send you all the details. There's 2 videos you can watch. There's a website. There's a PDF. It shows you how to make 10K in 30 days. All the information's there. And if you see an opportunity, just get started, because success loves speed. You already know this, guys. You know this in your heart. Success loves speed. Money loves speed. Okay. Action takers are money makers. So the faster you take action, the faster you're going to make money. Right. So yeah, just check out the business. But if you don't like it, if you don't like making $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions, like if you don't like that, then you can just unsubscribe. You can just unsubscribe from my email list. No problem, guys. No problem. It's all good. We can still be friends. We can still go out. We can play. We can do go-karts. We can play putt-putt. Whatever you want to do. We can go on cruises. I like to go on cruises. What do you guys like to do? I like to go on cruises. I like to go to concerts. I just saw Sublime recently. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. If I had $1 million, I would invest it in different things. That's what that's what I would do. I wouldn't spend it all, because I would invest it, and I would have my money work for me, and then I would spend some of it. So guys, you just need to get started. All you need is Wi-Fi. You just need your phone. You just need 2 hours a day. You got to set up your business one time. Okay, one time. How many times do you? One time. You set it up one time, and then it's out there working for you 24/7, guys. Just like Amazon. It's the same business model, guys. It's e-commerce. If you have a business online and you're selling something, that's called e-commerce. It's the same exact thing as Amazon. The only difference is we don't have as many products. Amazon has thousands and thousands of products. We just have 10. But we have 10 products, and these products can make you $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions per sale, 100% profit. So you set up your business once, and then you're following the 2-hour workday. Okay. You just post content you just post 3 pieces of content a day. See, guys, I've already posted my 3 pieces of content today. Like, I like to get my income earning activities finished as soon as possible. Right. So like in the morning, I just create my 3 pieces of content. I post them, then I go live. And then the rest of the day, I can do whatever I want to do with my business. Right. So you can just that's what I would recommend. Like, if you're going to do this business, I would recommend you get your income earning activities finished as soon as possible. Right. Now, if you have a job and you have to do this around your job, which is what a lot of people do, then you just post it whenever you can, before you go to work, or during your break, or after your break. I don't know, whatever your schedule is, but I would recommend you want to get it done as fast as possible, because that means, like, the rest of the day, like, I'm chilling now. Like, I don't have any stress. Like, I don't have to worry about, oh man, I got to post content because I already posted it. I don't have to be like, oh man, I have to go live because I'm going live right now. So it's not even 12 o'clock in the afternoon, because I'm in Michigan, right? I'm in Ann Arbor, go blue, right? It's not even 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've already posted content. I've already gone live. So now the rest of the day, I can do whatever I want to do with my business. If I want to post more content, cool. If I want to go live more, okay. If I don't, I don't. It's up to me. But I got my minimum done. I got my 2-hour workday. Like, some people are like, man, you can't get your income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. Just did. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna get sales every day. That's the goal. But there's gonna be some days you get sales, some days you don't. But if you get a $1,400 sale, that goes a long way. Like, you can do low ticket sales, like affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing, selling overpriced products. But every time you get if you're doing low ticket sales, you need a lot of sales, right? Like, if you're selling something for $10 or $14, because I used to sell something for like $14, around $14, which was like a green drink. It was a health drink. Okay. I used to sell like a multi-level marketing health drink for like $14. So I would have needed 100 commissions. I would have needed 100 sales just to make $1,400. Now I only need 1 sale. You see the difference? And you know how many sales I got with that? I only got like a few sales. I only got like 3 sales. 3 sales, guys. And then I was paying monthly fees for for that business. Like I was paying more in monthly fees than I was making per month with that business. And I was like, after a while, I was like, okay, enough of this. I'm done. Because multi-level marketing, they teach you to cold message people. So they taught me to cold message strangers. They taught me to bother my friends and family. That was their strategy. That's not our strategy. Our strategy is the 2-hour workday. You post content on social media. We teach attraction marketing. You attract customers. Okay. You go live if you want. If you don't want to go live, don't go live. But like we teach you to post content, go live, build your email list. And then once people are inside of your email automations, then they can buy from you at any time. Okay. That's how I've been able to have $600 days, $900 days, $1,400 days, $1,800 days, because my whole business is automated. Right. So it's called like semi-passive income because you're doing a little bit of work, like the 2-hour workday. You're doing a little bit of work, and then your automations are doing the rest of the work. So it's called semi-passive. I wouldn't say it's not completely passive, semi-passive. But the automations are doing the selling for you. Like you're not getting on the phone with people, you're not calling people, you're not like trying to convince people to buy stuff. You're not in the DMs like trying to do like these Jedi marketing tricks that people teach. I know because I've done that before. Like they teach these scripts that they want you to say. They want you to get like having conversations with people and like say all these words and like and then you're trying to sell them. Like I've done that. You don't have to do that because your automations are doing the selling. So it's a rejection free business. So because either people buy from you or they don't. Either they go to your website and they buy, or if they don't like it, they just unsubscribe from your email list. So you never have to hear the word no. Right? If you're doing multi-level marketing, they teach you, they have this whole book. It's a book. It's called Go for No. Their whole strategy is like cold message as many people as you can, bother as many people as you can, get as many no's as you can until you finally get a yes. That's their whole strategy, guys. Their whole strategy is based on rejection, you know, like bother as many friends and family as you can, bother cold message as many strangers as you can until you get one yes. Get it, go for 20 no's a day. They teach this, guys. They teach you to get 20 no's a day. Okay. They want you to get rejected. And those business models, multi-level marketing, they want you to get rejected. They want you to bother your friends and family. They want you to make your relationships with your friends and family weird. They want you to annoy strangers. They want you to upset strangers. Like that's what they teach. I mean, that's what they teach. Okay. And they don't teach, I mean, they teach a little social media marketing now, but they still teach that. But they don't really teach you how to build an email list. I never learned how to build an email list from a multi-level marketing. I never learned how to build an email list from affiliate marketing. I learned how to build an email list from this business. They never taught us how to do that, which is crazy because I would have made more money if they would have taught me how to do this. Just go here, guys, sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay, there's a link in the bio. You can learn how to do this. I would have made more money if they would have taught me how to do attraction marketing, if they would have taught me how to build an email list, which means they would have made more money too. But they didn't teach us that. Why is that? I don't know. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, guys. Any questions? Any questions about this? All you got to do is get started, man. Okay. You just got to get started. You got to take action because that's where everything you want, guys, all the money, all the success, all the confidence, you know, all of that, it comes from taking action. Like everything you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. Nothing that you really want is inside of your comfort zone, guys. It's not there. You're not going to find it there. You're just going to find disappointment. In your comfort zone, all you're going to find is disappointment. I can guarantee you that. Everything comes from taking action, my friends. You got to have a vision. You got to know what you want. Like what kind of life do you want to live? Like if you could, like if money wasn't an issue for you and you could have anything, you could be anything, you could do anything, what would that be? Like you got to get a vision. And then you need some kind of channel. You need some kind of like established system, like trade, commerce, right? That's how we make money as humans, guys. We pretty much make money through buying and selling. Okay. So you need some kind of like established channel, like a business, trade and commerce. So money can come to you. And then you got to take action every day. And you got to believe that whatever you can conceive, like whatever you can think of, whatever your vision is, you got to believe that you can achieve it. If you can conceive it and you can believe it, then you can achieve it. Then you got to take action to make it happen. It's very important, guys. You need all of that. You need the vision, you need the system, and you need the belief. You need to believe that you got to believe like whatever you want, you're manifesting it right now. Now, it might not be here yet, but it's coming. You got to believe that it's on the way. See, that's how it works, guys. See, like we live in a thought universe. So whenever you put your thoughts out there of what you want, okay, what is happening is you're creating that. The universe is arranging it for you to come to you, okay, based on your belief. Based on your belief. Now, if you believe it's coming, it's coming. But if you start doubting, then you're repelling, okay? That's where people mess up because they have doubts. They have doubts. Like, let's say you start this business, right? And at first you're like, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. I can make $1,400 in a day. I can do this. I can make 6 figures. I can make 7 figures. You really believe it. But then all of a sudden the like the demon doubts creep in. And you're like, I don't know. What if I can't do it? And then like it's like the 1,400 is coming, but you're like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. And then like, then you're repelling it. You're repelling it, right? That's the law of attraction, guys. It works. It works. You just got to be doing it though, because you might not be doing it. You might be full of doubt. You might be full of fear. That's why you're repelling everything you want. You're repelling it. You're resisting it. You're resisting the abundance because you're not taking action. You're resisting it. Like you're resisting abundance by not learning new skills, by not upgrading your skill set, by not upgrading your mindset. That's how you're resisting the abundance. That's part of it. Because the only way you're gonna become wealthy and rich and all that fun stuff is by upgrading your skill set and upgrading your mindset. So if you're not doing that, you're blocking the flow of abundance. You're doing that. So what? Stop doing that. Just stop it. Stop it, guys. Little slap. Little friendly slap, guys. Just like stop. It's a friendly slap, guys. It's just like stop. Stop doing that. Take action, my friends. Sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out, guys. Business in a box. Just like go to the link in my bio. Just check it out, guys. It's a safe, legitimate business. Okay. It's legitimate. It's not some scam. It's a legitimate business. E-commerce. You're selling things online. Every business, any website out there that's selling like a legitimate product, that's called e-commerce. That's all this is. You're just selling products. Right? I've sold different things, guys. I've sold health drinks. I've sold physical products. I've sold digital products. I prefer digital products because when you're doing digital products, you don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about inventory. You don't have to worry about so many things. Okay. And there's no refunds with most digital products. So you don't have to worry about refunds. Because if you're doing like physical products and you got to refund stuff all the time, it's so annoying. It's like you think you make money, but then all of a sudden you got a refund and then your money's gone. And then it's not, there's just a lot of work. When you're doing physical products, guys, there's just a lot more work there. There's a lot more. Digital products is just less work. I just like to work less and earn more. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. Like, call me crazy. Like, if you want to work hard, go ahead, I guess. But I'm all about like, let's earn more and work less. Let's work as least like as little as possible and earn as much as possible. Like that's my goal. Now, some people are doing the opposite thing. They're working so hard and they're earning so little. It's true, man. You got people out there working in the fields, man. You got people working like physical labor 8 to 10 hours a day and they're making nothing. Like, the global salary, like the worldwide global salary, yearly salary, guys, it's $10,000 a year. Okay. Global salary. Now in America, it's like between 40 to 60,000 a year. But global salary, guys, worldwide is $10,000 a year. Okay. So if you've never been outside of the country, I have, like, you don't realize there's people that are making nothing and they're working hard and they're making nothing. Okay. So you should be grateful. Like if you're living in America, you should be grateful for the fact that at least, you're not living on the street somewhere like in a third world country. I've seen these third world countries, guys. I've been to India. I've seen people on the street with babies, families just living on the street with like little like tarps, like on benches and like tarps, and they're like babies, naked babies walking around. I've seen all this stuff, guys. Seen it. Yeah. I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing because I'm a laughy guy. I like to laugh. Sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out, guys. Business in a box. Just take action, my friends. Take action. I'm telling you. You're costing yourself money. You're costing yourself money, guys. Like our top selling product sells for $1,400, right? So every day you don't learn how to make $1,400. Every single day you're costing yourself $1,400. Every day you don't learn how to make money online, you're costing yourself money. You think you're saving money. Like some people think they're saving money by not starting a business. No, you're costing yourself money, guys. Every day you don't learn how to do this stuff, you're costing yourself money and you're costing yourself skills. There's always a price, man. There's always a price of saying yes and saying no. Some people are like, yeah, if I don't start a business, I'll save money. No, not necessarily. Like you can end up costing yourself like 6 figures, 7 figures. Because let's say you start this business and you go on to make 7 figures with a one-time investment. Well, that's good. You did well. Now let's say you don't start this business. Then you would have missed out on 7 figures because you're like, no, I'm gonna save money. But then you go spend that money that you think you're saving, you're going to go spend that money on something else. You're going to spend the money regardless, guys. See, whether you start this business or not, you're going to spend the money. Like this is a one-time investment. You can start with 100 minimum. Like if you just want to get your feet wet and just see what this business is like, you can start with the $100 investment. And if you start with the 100, then you can earn $100 commissions over and over again. But let's say you want to go all in, like you're a freaking alpha, like me, and you want to go all in with the 1400. Okay, it's just one-time investment, right? Either way, you're going to spend the 100. Either way, you're going to spend the 1400. You're going to spend it on something, right? Like it could be like a new TV, new phone. Just it could be like luxury items. It could be vacations. It could be restaurants. It could be whatever. You're going to spend the money. So that's going to happen. I can guarantee you guys that you're going to spend $100 on something. And you're going to spend $1,400 on something. It's guaranteed. But you want to spend your money on things that have the potential to make you more money. That's called an asset, guys. An asset has the potential to make you more money, right? Like a business is an asset. See, assets and liabilities. That's from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? Like the wealthy people, they spend their money on assets. Those are things that have the potential to make them more money, right? Like businesses. And then poor people, poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly. They pass over opportunities repeatedly. And then they spend their money on liabilities. Those are things that cost them money, like eating out, luxury items, subscriptions. Like maybe you have a subscription to like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, everything. You got like 10 different subscriptions going on. Those are liabilities. They're not costing you, they're not making you money. So you can think about it. You can go look up like assets and liabilities and then ask yourself, how much of your money is being spent on assets and how much of your money is being spent on liabilities? You're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to learn a lot about you're going to learn a lot about like your spending habits and why you don't have as much money as you would like to have. Because the wealthiest people in the world, they spend their money on assets. The wealthiest people in the world, they are investors and they are business owners. They are entrepreneurs. Like Jeff Bezos, he makes $150 million a day because he spent his money to start a business called Amazon. And he actually borrowed that money from his family, by the way. That's what I read. So he spent like money to start Amazon, but by spending that money to start Amazon, he now makes $150 million a day. Crazy, right? Can you imagine 150 million a day? Like he'll never even be able to spend all the money he has. Like he'll never even be able to spend it. It's crazy. But look at what he did. He had a vision. He had an idea, right? Amazon. And then he invested to set it up. And then he took action to set it up. And now he's freaking one of the richest people in the world. Because he had vision and he took action. And he set up a business so he can make money. Science of getting rich, my friends. Science of getting rich. All the rich people on the planet, they follow the science of getting rich. They all have vision. They all have systems so money can come to them. And they all take action to make it happen. They all follow this, guys. Even if some people, they're not even aware of it. See, this book, The Science of Getting Rich, I recommend reading it. Now, I have millionaire friends. And I ask them, have you ever read this book? They're like, no, I've never read it. But then when I talk to them, I realize they're following the book. They had the vision and they have the systems so money can come to them and they take action. They're all following this book, guys. They don't even realize they're following this book. I read this book almost every day. Okay. I read this book almost every day. It's like my Bible, right? Because inside of this book, it says you should read this book every day until you actually get rich. So I was like, okay, you got to be coachable, man. Right? See, with this business, guys, you just need Wi-Fi, you just need your phone, you just need 2 hours a day. Okay. You already have everything you need. The only thing you're missing is our training. Our training. We're going to teach you how to, do this. Because everything needs training, right? Everything. That's why we go to college. What is college? College is just training. You're trained, you learn some skill, and then you learn some skill, and then people pay you for your skill. Okay. That's what college is. It's training. Okay. Right? So you need the training. Like if you go to any job, right? When I was a waiter back in the day, like I had to go through training. They trained us for like a week, 2 weeks. And then I was like, then they let me do it by myself. At first I had to follow other people around to learn how to do the waiting. But once I learned how to do the waiting, then like, okay, now you're a waiter. Because I went through training. That job was hard, man. You want to talk about a hard job? I don't know. Have you guys ever waited tables before? That's freaking hard because it's stressful like anything. You got to deal with all these people. Like you got to deal with all these different people, different moods, different personalities. Okay, some people are nice, some people are not nice. Then you got to write down the orders. Then you got to remember the orders. Okay, and then you got to time everything. And you're running around on your feet. Freaking exhausting, man. You want to know a hard job? That was hard. And like, and then sometimes people don't tip you. Sometimes they're like, "Oh, this waiter sucks." That's how we are with people. We're like, "Oh yeah, they kind of sucked." I don't really like his face. He wasn't really nice enough. Let's just give him 10%. Right? 10. We'll give him 5%. Or we'll give him 20%. And then sometimes you get like 10%, 5%. You're like, man, screw you. That's how waiters think, guys. I was a waiter, right? They know how much you tip them. Okay. And they're like, man, those people, they suck. That's what the waiters talk about. They talk about that stuff, guys, just like you probably talk about them. Oh, I like this waiter. She's nice. She has a beautiful smile. Oh, I don't like him. He's kind of annoying. I don't like this guy. Let's give him 5%. And then the waiters are like, man, that guy gave me 5%. And they're like, oh man, what a punk. That's what the waiters are saying behind your back, guys. Like, so you should tip them nicely, even if they suck. Because it's a hard job, man. It's a freaking hard job. You should tip them nicely, man. Just give them 20% because they're struggling. That's not a fun job. What job is fun? Tell me. Like, what job is fun? Like, none of my jobs were fun. I never liked any of my jobs, but I liked my coworkers. I had some moments where I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm doing something, but like, you're getting paid nothing. You're not free. You're legal. It's like legalized slavery, right? Like life is what you make of it, I guess. Like you can have fun at a job if you want to, but at the same time, you're overworked, you're underpaid. Like, wouldn't you rather just be rich? I would rather be rich. I'd rather work like 2 to 3 hours around my schedule and make as much money as possible and then spend the rest of my time doing whatever else I want to do. That's just me, right? That's just me. I mean, it's up to you, right? You can have a crappy job and make the most out of it, though. It's all about your mindset, right? Even if you have a job, like you can be Uber, you can be like, I love Uber. You're singing, you're driving. This is great. Or you can be Uber, man. Uber sucks. I hate them. I hate my life. It's all mindset. But still, at the same time, wouldn't it be better to be rich? I'm just saying, wouldn't it be better to be rich? Like, I didn't start my business specifically because I wanted to be rich, even though I do want to be rich, and everybody probably does want. Who doesn't want to be rich? Like, honestly, but like, I started my business because my company cut my pay in half, and it sucked. And then I was like negative $1,000 in my bank account at one point. That's why I started my business. I didn't start my business because like everything was hunky dory. No, I started my business because I got punched in the face. I dated a I dated the wrong person, and this person just like decided to like go inside of my bank account and just like take everything out of it. and then and then to make things better, my company just decided to cut my pay in half around the same time. Yeah, that's real, guys. That's why I started my business. I was like, man, what the heck? This has happened in the pandemic, right? That's what's like. I already knew about online marketing. I even tried it before, but I took a break from it because my life was going fine. I was comfortable. I was getting paid. Like I was comfortable. I was making enough money. But then all of a sudden, this girl came and decided to take it all. Okay, and then my company cut my pay. And I was like, God dang! Like what? God bless America. My friend, she always says like she's like, God bless America. She never says like she never says that word. You know, she says God bless America. I got to do that because sometimes I say that word. You shouldn't say that. Don't say that. Say God bless America. Okay. Anyways, sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. See, this is real, man. See, some people won't tell you the real story. Some people wouldn't want to tell you like they allowed a woman to come into their life and take all their money. Like some people wouldn't want to admit that in a public space, but that happened. Now I never thought I would be that guy that would do that, like because I never did that in my life. But and I used to make fun of like, you fell, gold digger, you fell for that, haha, loser. But that's what I get, right? Because I'd make fun of guys for doing that, and then it happened to me, and I'm like, oh dang. So you got to be careful, guys. Like, don't make fun of people for things because it could come back to hit you. It could come back to haunt you. Like, be careful. I never thought that would happen to me, but it happened. You never think it's going to happen to you until it happens, guys. Right? It happened. She took the money, she ran, and then my company cut my pay, and I was like, God dang, God bless America. God bless America. Okay. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Learn how to start your own business, man. Learn how to make 6 figures, 7 figures online. Because time's going to pass anyways. So you got to learn these skills, right? Like it's going to pass anyways. So you might as well learn how to make 7 figures because that's what we teach. We teach you how to make 7 figures, right? So with this business, guys, like our top selling product sells for $1,400. Okay. So you only need 72 customers and you've made 100K. Okay. 72 customers, guys. You've made 100K. That should excite you. That should make you start right now. If that doesn't excite you, I don't know what. I don't know. Something's going on. Now to make $1 million, you just need 720 customers. That should excite you. You only need 720 customers. What? That's it. There's 8 billion people in the world. There's 5 billion people on social media. To make $1 million with this business, you just need 720 customers. Right? That should excite you. That should light a fire under you. So not only can you make money reselling these products that we give you, but we also teach you how to build multiple streams of income in a variety of ways. Okay. Like you can learn how to do social media monetization. You can learn like affiliate marketing. You can learn how to create your own community, how to monetize your community. Okay. You can learn all this different kinds of stuff. You can learn how to create your own offers and market your offers. Like we teach you how to do create income in a variety of ways. And you can make money reselling the products too. So this is for people that just want to learn how to make money online, like legitimately, right? They want to learn it. Like some people, they just want to resell the products, the programs. They want to just make $600, $900, and $1,400. Cool. If that's you, great. There's other people, they want to learn all the things. Like me, I like to learn all the things. Like I just created my own community recently that you can also join. It's a free community. So I've learned I'm creating my own community and I'm creating my own course right now. I'm creating my own course because we also teach you how to do that, right? Inside of the community, you can create a course. So I'm creating like a mindset course. It's all about mindset. And I'm going to sell it for like 27 bucks. And we'll see how it sells. And if people like it, then I can raise the price to 97 bucks. Right? So you can learn all kinds of stuff, guys. Like you can learn all kinds of stuff here. All about how to make money online. This is what we teach, guys. This is what it's all about. It's just about making money online. So if you're interested in like that kind of stuff, then just go here. sevenfiguremonk.com, my friends. sevenfiguremonk.com. Learn how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions. Keep 100% of the profit. 100% of the profit, my friends. You don't have to split your commissions. Not MLM, not affiliate marketing. You don't have to split your commissions. You got to just get your business started. Plug into our community. Like you can join my community so you can hang out with me, and you can join our big community. We got 57,000 people in there. You get daily millionaire mentoring inside of there. So you got 2 communities, guys, that you can be a part of, right? So nobody's going to ghost you, right? You're ghosting yourself right now. Maybe you're ghosting yourself. Maybe your future self is like, please take action. Please learn high income skills. Please do it. But you're ghosting your future self. You're like telling your future self, no, I don't want to learn how to make money. I don't want to learn new skills. I don't want to upgrade my mindset. I want to die broke. And your future self is like, come on, man, do it. Stop ghosting your future self, man. Like we're not gonna ghost you, but you're ghosting your future self by not taking action. Like you are. Okay. sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out, my friends. Just check out the business. Like the worst thing that will happen, the worst thing, guys, like worst case scenario, like if you do this business, like the worst case scenario is you spend a little bit of money that you would spend anyways. You spend a little bit of money and you learn something new. Okay, this is the worst case scenario. Now, the best case scenario, which is what I think you should focus on, the best case scenario is you go on to make six, seven figures. You're living the dream life, whatever that dream life is. You should figure out what that is. Like maybe like my dream life, guys, is just like traveling around the world. I've already traveled around the world, but I got to go to more places. Like I love to travel. I love to go to like especially tropical places, like beaches and stuff. Yes. Like I just like to travel. I like to stay. I like to stay in the best places, like the best hotels or the best Airbnbs, whatever. And I like to like have the best food and like the best music. Like I like to go to concerts too. Like that's my dream life. That's my dream life. And then buy the things I like to buy, whatever it is. Like this sweatshirt cost me $10. I love it though. It's great. $10, guys. Sweatshirt, $10. Great deal. I bought like seven of these because it's just comfortable. It's winter. It's cold. It's Michigan, right? Some people are spending like, I got a $5,000 sweatshirt. Cool. Okay. Like whatever you want to spend your money on. Cool. Like, see, that's the thing. Maybe you want to buy maybe you want to buy like the designer clothes. Maybe you want the bling bling. Maybe you want the chains, and the diamonds, and you want to put like diamonds in your face. You want diamonds all over your skin. Whatever, man. No judgment. Like whatever. Like for some people, that's what they want. That's their dream life. They want to have like the most opulent clothes. They want the designer clothes. They want it. That's great. Do it. Maybe you want a Porsche. Maybe you want a Ferrari. I wouldn't mind. I'll take a Porsche. I'll take a Ferrari because my friend has a Porsche, and I rode around in that Porsche. It's just it's pretty badass. It's pretty bad when you have a Porsche, guys. It's just a different feeling. And then everyone's looking at you, like everyone's like looking at that Porsche. Like you stop, people are just like, "Whoa, that guy has a Porsche." They ask you about it. It's kind of cool, right? I would take a Porsche, even though I'm not a huge car guy. Like whatever excites you, man. That's fine. That's fine. If you want to buy the fancy clothes, you want the fancy food, you want the fancy cars, great. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to sit at home. You just want to chill. You just want to watch Netflix. You just want to hang out with your family. That's your dream life. Cool. Right. But you can't do that because you're working so much. Like you're overworked, you're underpaid. So you can't sit at home and watch Netflix. You can't sit at home and hang out with your family. That's why you should start a business. That's your why. Like, what is your why? My why is like, I just want to live a life of complete freedom, travel the world, go to live events, live concerts, buy fun stuff. Simple. That's my why. Create freedom, become rich, and help other people get rich too. Right. That's why I show up every day. That's my why. So if your why is not strong enough, you're not going to start the business. And if your why is not strong enough, you're not going to be consistent. But I have a strong why. Just like the desire for freedom is strong. It's strong enough for me. Like I don't want to die broke. Like I can imagine like dying broke and how much that would suck. I can imagine not having enough money to do the things I want to do and how much that sucks. And like how great it would be to actually just, be rich and live free and how cool that would be. So that's enough to inspire me to take action every day. That's enough for me to show up and help other people do it too, right? See, I'm not the kind of guy that wants to get rich while everyone else stays poor. I want to get rich and help other people get rich too, right? Because what you want for yourself, you should want for other people. So, and like what's like of all the things you could really do for people, like what is like more important than helping people get rich? Because think about it. What's your biggest problem in your life right now? It's probably has something to do with money, right? For most people, it's money, it's financial, it's health, and it's relationships. Okay. So most people, like in America, like 77% of people are in debt. That means they have a financial problem. Like 70% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. That's a financial problem. Okay. That's a problem. Okay. So like look at yourself. Like what is like the biggest problem in your life right now? Like it's probably one of those, right? It's probably either health, maybe you have some health issues, maybe it's financial, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's all three. Right? For me it's financial. Like I'm not broke, but I don't have enough money to just like do whatever I want to do yet. I don't have enough money to just go to Hawaii today because I feel like it. That's the kind of life I want to live. I want to be able to just go to Hawaii or whatever, like because I feel like it. So my biggest problem is financial. Not to the point where I'm living on the streets, but to the point where I just can't do whatever I want to do. It's not health. My health is fine right now. Knock on wood. It's not relationships. Our relationships are fine right now. So it's financial. What's your problem? Which one is it? but here's the thing. If you solve your financial problem, like your health problem goes away generally, unless you have some incurable disease. If you solve your health problem, your financial problem, your health problem goes away. Your relationship problem probably goes away pretty easily too. Right? Like imagine if you had $10 million right now. How many problems would you really have? Like money solves a lot of problems, guys. It solves a lot of problems. Like how many of your problems would just, if you had $500 million in your bank account right now, like how many problems would you really have? I would have absolutely no problems. The only problem I would have is be like, okay, do I want to go to Thailand? Do I want to go to Ibiza? Do I want to go to Bali or do I want to go to Hawaii? Those are the kind of problems I want to have. Do I want to buy a Porsche or do I want to get a Ferrari? Like those are the kind of problems I want to have, guys. I don't want to have the problem like, damn, man, how am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to clear this debt? How am I going to quit this job? I don't want those problems. I want crazy problems like where am I going to go this weekend? That's the kind of problems I want to have in my life. That's just me. Just go here, guys. Sevenfiguremonk.com. Learn how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions. Keep 100% of the profit. Done for you digital business. It'll just take you like 2 days to set up. 1 to 2 days. You could even get it set up in a day. It's possible. It took me a few hours to set up my business, guys. A few hours, right? I don't have tech skills. You don't need tech skills. You don't need a following. You don't need any experience. You don't need a college degree. You don't need a high school diploma. You don't need a resume. You don't need a permission. You just got to start. Just got to start, guys. Set up your business. Plug into our community. Follow to our workday. Post content every day. 3 pieces of content. One video can be a 7-second video with words on the screen. Very easy. You can jump in my community, guys. I can help you with your content too, because I am like a content master. I think because I like before I did this live, guys, I just created like 9 pieces of content. I just sat down here, right here. I just created 9 pieces of content, just talking videos. Okay. And then I saved them all in my drafts. I posted 3 of them and I saved the rest of them in my drafts. Now, how long did it take me to create 9 pieces of content and then save them in my drafts, put titles on them, put captions? How long did that take me? Maybe like 40 minutes. Okay. Like creating the content itself took me like 10 minutes. To create 9 pieces of content, it took me like 10 minutes. But then to put like the captions on and like to put the title on, the captions and save them in my drafts so I can post them, it took me 40 minutes. 40 minutes, guys, for 9 pieces of content. But we don't teach you to create 9 pieces of content a day. I'm just a big action taker. That's all. Like I want to make millions of dollars. Like I want to make millions of dollars and I want to impact lives. So I take more action than the common man, right? That's why I created 9 pieces of content, but we don't teach that. We teach you to create 3 pieces of content a day. I'm just more of an action taker. That's all. Right. So to create 3 pieces of content, it should only take you 20 to 30 minutes, guys. I can help you get to the point where it only takes you 20 to 30 minutes to create 3 pieces of content. And you're going to get there yourself though. This is through consistency, right? See, when I started this business originally, it didn't take me like 20 to 30 minutes. It probably took me a little longer, right? Like when you're brand new, maybe like to create 3 pieces of content, maybe it'll take you anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, maybe, but it shouldn't, because all you got to do is sit down and start talking and then put a title on it, put some captions. You can do all the editing inside of TikTok, guys. Like you can do all the editing. You can put the title on, you can put the captions on, all in TikTok. Okay. So it should only take you like 20 to 30 minutes to do that. And then you post it. And then if you want to like, you can create a bunch, you can batch create your content where you just create like as many pieces of content as you can or as you want. Like, let's say you just like, I'm going to sit down for an hour. I'm going to create as many pieces of content that I can. You put it in your drafts. Now you have all this content and you can even schedule your content, right? You can create all your content at the beginning of the month and then schedule it out. So it's like, it's scheduled for the whole month. Then you don't even have to create any content. I mean, I personally just like to create it every day myself generally. Right. Sometimes if I'm traveling or something and I'm going to be really busy, then I might create, you don't have to, Monica. You don't have to. But like, you can go. You're free to go. Bye, Monica. Peace. Peace and love. That's how I deal with haters, guys. I just send them on their way. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for negativity. You can't be negative and hang out with me, guys. It's not, doesn't work. Like, negative people are not allowed to be around me. The universe doesn't allow it. The universe is like, nope. It just, you can't be negative and hang out with me. It just doesn't work. Because I've done too much mindset work. Like, I've worked on myself so much. Like, negative people can't be around me. Like, they just can't. This is not even allowed. The universe doesn't even allow it. You got to avoid, like Einstein said, avoid negative people because they have a problem for every solution, right? They have a problem for every solution. Do you know anybody like that? They're always just complaining. They're always focusing. They're always negative. Like, it's always negative. Maybe you're like that. Maybe you're that person. I don't know. Like, your thoughts are always negative and you're always criticizing. You're criticizing other people. You're criticizing yourself. It's just all negative, right? You know people like that. You'd be like, I could be like, hey man, like like somebody's struggling financially. They want a way out of their financial situation. I could be like, see, there you go, Gabe. At least you're honest, man. Gabe, you say I'm always so negative. Well, that's cool because at least you're being honest about it and you're being aware about it. Some people will lie. They'll be like, no, I'm really happy and positive, but they're lying. Now, do I have negative moments? Yeah, of course. Do I have negative thoughts creep in time to time? Yeah, I'm human. But like, I'm aware of them. I see, that's the first step. You got to be aware of your, like, if you want to change anything, you got to be aware of it first. So awareness, and then you can change it. You got to be aware of it and then you can fix it, right? But people like that, they're just always criticizing, they're always talking crap, they're always negative. They have a problem for every solution. Like, I could be like, someone's like, hey, I want to make money, I hate my job, it sucks, I want to make money. I'll be like, okay, here you go. Here's a business in a box. You can make 600, 900, and $1,400 in a day. Yeah, but I have to invest. Yeah, I have to invest though. And I have to do stuff. I have to post content. Oh God, sucks. I just want yeah, see, that's negativity, man. Like, you have to do stuff, guys. You have to invest if you want to be wealthy. Tell me one person on the planet. Tell me one wealthy person on the planet who hasn't invested in something. Okay. Tell me one. Like, one wealthy person on the planet who hasn't invested in something to get wealthy, right? Besides, like, I'm not talking about someone who's like born in a rich family, right? Like, someone who's born in a rich family, they never have to buy anything. Okay. I'm talking about just normal person. Like, a normal person, they invest. Like Jeff Bezos invested in Amazon. Like, Amazon wasn't given to him. He didn't have to do it. He didn't make money with Amazon by doing nothing. Okay. Now, a lot of people, they want to make money, they want to get wealthy with doing nothing. Okay, that's not going to happen. Being profitable, invest in something. Invest in your mindset. Invest in your, like, investing in things doesn't mean just like investing in like spending money like on stocks and crypto and businesses. It also means investing in your education. That's very important. Education is also an investment. That's why people go to college, right? They invest in their education. They go to college, hoping they'll get a good job. And then like 48% of people don't even get good jobs. I mean, they don't even use their college degree. Like 48% of people don't even use their college degree, but they invested in college because they thought like, okay, if I invest in college, then I'll get a good degree and then maybe I'll make money and maybe I'll be happy. But then most people aren't, because college doesn't really teach you how to get rich generally. They teach you how to get a job, how to be an employee, generally speaking, but they don't really teach you how to get rich. Okay. You're going to learn how to get rich outside of college. Most people do. Most people learn how to get rich outside of college. Like, they learn how to get rich, you know, through like books, training, like courses. Like most people that get rich, they learn how to get rich through like courses, training, books. They don't learn how to get rich from college. College just teaches you how to get a job. They don't teach you how to get rich generally. I'm not talking to everybody. There's always exceptions, but most people, like only like 1% of people in the world make over $500,000. Like look it up. The 1%, only like 1% of people make over $500,000. And if you look at those people, they're probably investors and they're probably entrepreneurs, right? Very few of those people actually have jobs. The ones that do have jobs, they're probably like really specialized doctors and really specialized bankers or lawyers, like really specialized. Okay. But those people have to work a lot. Like if you're a banker and doctor, you have to work a lot. So that kind of sucks. Or they're like athletes or actors. But most of them are business owners, like Jeff Bezos. He makes $150 million a day. Business owner, investor. Okay, look at Warren Buffett, investor. He's like one of the richest people in the world. And I read that like Warren Buffett gives away like 99% of his income. He gives away like 99% of his money, guys. He lives in like the same house his whole life. He drives like the same style car his whole life. He eats like McDonald's and Dairy Queen and stuff, which is like totally unhealthy. But he gives away 99% of his income. Crazy, right? Yeah. Crazy. Like, because I like to see what the rich people do. Like Jeff Bezos bought like a $500 million yacht or something, which for him is nothing. Like he makes $150 million a day, according to Google. So like for him buying a $500 million yacht, that's just like okay, whatever. And Elon Musk, he likes to buy like fancy cars, but he lives kind of simply. But he likes to buy like fancy cars and stuff. That's what I read. Because I'm just kind of curious, what do these rich people spend their money on, right? So, what would you spend your money on? Like, this is a good question. I read this in a book, and in the book, it's something about investing. He says, what does your rich life look like? Like, what does your rich life look like? How much does it cost? And what does it look like? Like, you should figure that out, guys. That's called a vision. It's important. Like, if you can figure that out, that's how you're going to manifest it. How are you going to manifest a vision if you don't have it? Like, if you don't know what you want, how are you going to manifest it? If you don't know how much it costs, like, figure out like what is your rich life? Like, if you could live anywhere, where would you live? What would your house look like? How many rooms would it have? If you could drive anything, what would you drive? How much would it cost? What would it look like? Okay. Like figure out what your rich life would look like. It's fun. It's a fun exercise, but it's also an important exercise because you need to know what you want. You got to have a crystal clear vision. Okay. Now you have a target to hit, and then you got to set up your business, like this business or whatever business. You set up your business so money can come to you, and you take action. We take action to our workday, guys. You post 3 pieces of content a day, you go live, you build your email list. Your automations do the rest of the work for you. This is how you can make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions over and over again. There's no limit. There's no limit, guys. Of course, results aren't typical. Disclaimer. Everything is based on your effort. Everything in life is based on your effort, guys. You know this. So don't be typical. Like everything in life is based on your effort. If you want to lose weight, you got to go to the gym. Okay. If you want to learn this, if you want to learn how to play guitar, you got to pick up your guitar. You got to practice. If you want to make money online, if you want to build a business, you gotta post content. You got to go live. You got to build your email list. Everything takes effort. It's crazy to me when people think like, oh, yeah, I want to make money online. Like, oh, I have to do things. Yeah, you got to do things. Oh, I have to learn things. Yeah, you got to learn things. Oh, I have to invest. Yeah, you got to invest. Right? You can try the free way, but you get what you pay for. So if you're looking for free opportunities, don't expect a lot of value there, right? Don't expect a lot of value because you get what you pay for. Don't expect to earn $1,400 commissions. Don't expect to get millionaire mentoring like we give you. Don't expect that because you get what you pay for, right? So if you're not willing to invest, don't expect to get anything. Because yeah, can you figure out some free ways to make a couple bucks? Yeah, but like you can do like surveys or something and spend like hours and hours of your day to make like $5, $10. It takes money to make money. Yeah, in general. Yeah, money goes with money. Well, it's just the more money you have, the easier it is to make money. That's the crazy thing, right? Because once you have more money, then you can just invest it in so many things. and it's just easier to get rich. Like when you're starting out, it's harder. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not impossible, but it's just, it's easier to make more money when you have more money. That's all. Because then you can just spend your money on stocks, crypto, real estate, and then your money's making you money. That's what the rich people do, guys. Their money makes them money. They don't have jobs. They don't sell their time for money. See, if you have a job, all you're doing is selling your time for money. That's what a job is, guys. Like you're selling your time for money. So if you're making $10 an hour, you're selling, that's what you're doing. Like, so what are you selling your time for? You're selling your time for $10, $20, $30. You can figure it out, guys. You can figure out exactly what you're selling your time for, because that's all you're doing. You're selling your time and you're selling your skills, but mostly you're selling your time. Time you can never get back. Time that you're missing out with your family. Time that you're missing out on experiencing life. The initial capital is the hardest part. Yeah, in general, but it's not necessarily, depending on what the initial, depending on what you're investing in. Like with this business, the minimum investment to get started here is $100. With installment plans, that's nothing. Okay, that's nothing. But if you're like investing in like some business that costs 500,000, okay, well that's different. Okay, but with this business, excuse me, my voice. I've been talking for an hour. So with this business, a one-time investment has the potential to make you 6 or 7 figures over time, guys. A one-time investment for less than the cost of your phone. My phone costs more than this business because I have an iPhone, the latest one. What is it? I don't even remember. What is it? 17? I don't even know. I have the latest iPhone Pro Max, and I increased the memory. So my phone cost me like $1,500 or $1,600, something like that. This business costs less than my phone. Okay. But because I'm using my phone to build my business, that's deductible. So when I do my taxes, I subtract the $1,600 or whatever from my profits, and then the government taxes me on my profits. That's what happens. That's how businesses work, guys. So whatever you're using for your business, like of course, talk to your attorney about, your accountant about that. But whatever you're using for your business, and there's a lot of things you can use for your business, by the way. There's a lot of things like your office space. Like this is my little office space. I can buy like all kinds of things for my office, deductible, right? I can go on a business trip, deductible. The food that I eat when I'm at my business trip, deductible. Okay. So my point is my phone costs more than this business, right? So you can start this business for less than the cost of your phone or your TV. How much does your TV cost, right? Probably cost more than this business, right? But a one-time investment can make you 6 or 7 figures. That's the crazy thing. It's your ROI is return on your investment has the potential to be huge. Huge. As Donald Trump would say, huge. Like whatever. I'm not political, but I'm a comedian. I like to joke around. So the return on your investment could like be huge. Okay. Like I've made multiple 5 figures so far with a one-time investment, which means I'm winning. I've won. I already got my investment back and everything. Like straight profit, guys. 2 sales and your business is in profit. 2 sales. Your first sale gets your investment back, basically. Then your second sale, depending on which product they buy, puts you into profit mode. So your business is in profit. So you just need 2 sales, guys. You just got to believe in yourself. You just got to believe that you can get 2 sales. You got to believe that you can figure out how to get 2 sales. And you're going to have help. Like I'll help you. The community will help you. So you have like a whole team. You got like 57,000 people helping you get 2 sales. Okay. And if you don't think you can get 2 sales, then why would you even start a business? You wouldn't. Why would you start a business if you don't think you can even get 2 sales? Like if your back was against the wall, guys, and if you needed 2 sales to live, do you think you could get those 2 sales? I would hope so. Because if you don't believe it, you're not going to achieve it, my friends. So ask yourself, like, do you actually believe you can get 2 sales? Like, do you believe you can do that? If you have like mentoring and community training support, like we show you step by step exactly what you need to do. Like, do you believe that you can get 2 sales, guys? Like honestly, like look inside of yourself and see what happens when you ask yourself this. Like, is like your internal programming like, no, I don't know, I don't think so. Are you like, oh yeah, like if you're like, yeah, I can do 2 sales, let's go. that means you believe in yourself. But if you're kind of like hesitating, like, I don't know, two sales, I don't know, that means you don't believe in yourself yet, which is fine. Just be aware of it and then fix it. So if you don't believe in yourself, do some personal development. You know, I teach personal development. I teach mindset in my community. I teach people about mindset. I'm creating a course all about mindset, guys. Right? It's all about belief. It really is. At the end of the day, it's 90, like Bob Proctor, he's like the famous like manifestation guru. He would always say like 95% of success is based on your mindset. It's just believing that you can actually do it, believing that you could actually figure it out, and just like doing it. 95% of success is mindset, and the rest is skills. So with this business, guys, all you got to do is post content and go live, right? And you're building your email list. Two very simple things to do. And you don't even have to go live. Like, content is king, actually. If you can master content, you can become so wealthy just by mastering content. So really only one thing you got to master is creating content. So that's just one simple thing you got to do. Just like creating videos, that's not hard. Come on. Now, if you've never done it before, then there's like a learning process you go through. But then once you've done it for a while, it's not hard. Like creating a little short video, it takes 5 to 10 minutes, guys. Like I post videos every day. Like, to create a little short form video on YouTube, on TikTok, it takes 5 to 10 minutes to create it and post it, right? 5 to 10 minutes, guys. So that's not hard, right? To go live, I'm just sitting here talking for the past hour, chilling, just talking. Is that hard? No. From the comfort of my house? No. Okay, so it's not like the actions are really simple, but like the mindset, the rest of it's all a mindset. It's just believing you can do it and just working on yourself and just improving your mindset, like just really improving it, doing the work. Because you have all this programming, you have all this programming from when you grew up. You have programming from your family, the things like the way your family behaved, the way they spoke to you. You got programming from that. You got programming from like other people. Like you go through the school system. Man, I had so much. Man, I was suffering so much in the school system just because being around other people and just like dealing with like bullies and stuff. So you get all these programmings from people. They're talking about you. They're saying things about you, the way they're behaving. Oh, you got all this like subconscious programming from family, from school, from previous lives, maybe if you believe in reincarnation, from the media, from you got all this programming going on inside of you that you got to like fix. You got to clear out all this negative programming, these limiting beliefs that you've developed throughout your life or lifetimes. That's why you got to do that work. You got to do that mindset work. You got to go in there. You got to clear out that negative programming. You got to remove those limiting beliefs. Because if you can conceive it and you believe it, you can achieve it. Okay? Like whatever you want. Like if you can conceive yourself being a millionaire and just like having your own private jet, traveling the world, I'm just going crazy. Just, mansion, everything. Like if you can actually conceive yourself doing it, you can picture it and you can actually believe it, like truly believe it, and then you can achieve it. That's simple, guys. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. You might not believe it. I'm not saying, maybe you do believe it. Great. But maybe you don't. That's it. And you'll be aware of it. You'll be aware of the doubts, guys. And when you go through a lot of personal development stuff like I do a lot of stuff, guys. Like I do mirror work where I look in the mirror every day and I say these positive affirmations. I say like, money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I have a millionaire mind. I look in the mirror and I say it. I say like, I love you, I love you, I love you into the mirror. And then I do EFT tapping. Okay. We have meridian points on our body. It's connected to what's it called? Acupuncture. So instead of like sticking needles in yourself, which I've done before, you just tap on these different meridian points. There's one here. Okay, this helps with stress and anxiety, and it helps you rewire your internal programming. There's one here. Okay, there's like 9 of them. One here, 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 and here. Okay, these are these meridian points, and simply by tapping on them, you're cleansing yourself of like stress and anxiety. And then not only do you do the tapping, but you also do like the affirmations. It's called EFT tapping, guys, emotional freedom technique. Then you say different affirmations, like whatever you want to fix. Maybe you can be stressed about money or stress about life, or it could be like limiting beliefs. Like if I want to attract money, I'll say things like, I am a money magnet. I choose to be a money magnet. I choose to love, honor, and accept myself. I'll say things like, thank you for the blessings that I have. Thank you for the blessings that I'm receiving. I do this tapping every day, guys. Right? Semper Fi, my friend. I do the work, guys. Like if you see me and like and you see like, man, this guy, like he seems like he's very like he seems like he's really confident or fired up. It's because I do the work, my friends. I do the freaking work. The work that you might not be doing. Like, are you looking in the mirror every day? Are you doing the positive affirmations? Are you doing the EFT tapping? Are you reading the science of getting rich every day like I do? Okay. Are you part of a community where you're getting daily millionaire mentoring like I am? Are you showing up to like live mentoring calls? Are you interacting with 6 and 7 figure incrementers like I'm doing? Do you have like mindset coaches and manifestation coaches like I have? Are you doing that work? I'm doing the work, guys. Right? You can also do the work. You just got to do it. See, guys, inside of our community, you get mentored from millionaires. There's mindset coaches inside of our community. Okay. You can do the work too. So start doing the work, man. Start doing the work. Like, I feel like I'm just getting started. I feel like I'm just getting started, my friends. If you see any kind of like confidence in me, any kind of like vision, any kind of whatever, because I'm doing the work and I'm going to keep doing the work. I'm not done. I want to become the best version of myself possible. I don't want to become the best version of anybody else, of myself. And I want to help other people do the same. And I want to help other people get rich too. Because that's part of becoming the best version of yourself, guys, is becoming rich. It is. It is. You have to become rich. If you want to become the best version of yourself, guys, you have to become rich. Because you can't become the best version of yourself broke. Because you're going to miss out on too many opportunities. You're not going to be able to travel the world. Like you need to, like if you really want to become the best version of yourself, you need to go travel the world, man. You need to experience other cultures. You need to experience life. You're not going to become the best version of yourself just sitting in your room all day. Like that's not going to happen. I've been to India. I've been to Nepal. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Australia. I've been to Finland. I've been to Britain. I've been to Canada. I haven't been to South America much. I've been to Mexico once on a cruise. Right. And these little impressions, guys, when you're traveling the world, you're seeing all these different cultures, you're meeting all these people. It has it does something to you. It's part of the development process. All right, my friends, I've been live for like an hour and 30 minutes. So I'm going to go. Let's go here. Sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. Learn how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions. Learn how to, make bank. Learn how to get rich if you want to get rich, or just learn how to make some extra money. I don't know what your goal is, but like I say, get rich, because just think about it, man. You can do everything. Like in this world, in the world that we live in, money is a very useful tool. Okay. The more money you have, the more things you can do. It just makes life better. Let's just be real. I mean, I'm just being straight up. Right. Sevenfiguremonk.com, my friends. Okay. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Hope you got some value today.